Hey guys, so it's been a couple weeks since I posted a video. Actually, last weekend I went on a mini vacation to Virginia Beach for like 2 nights, and I got some amazing pictures of ospreys. That's basically all I photographed when I was down there. So, yeah, sorry about the short notice. I actually forgot that I was going on a mini vacation. I had it all planned and everything. But yeah, I had a great time in Virginia Beach. Got a lot of good in-flight pictures. So I was at a resort and I was high enough where I can observe the beach. So the beach was right in front of the resort. So like the resort is right there facing the beach, and you can basically walk out and there's sand and the beach is right there. So I had like a front row seat. I was like in a movie theater basically, and I was just watching ospreys just diving, hunting for fish, and just flying with the fish in the air, circling. This is one of my first images I took when I was down there. So I did this for like 2 days. I only had 2 nights there, so I'm actually gonna have to do a two-part series because I took hundreds of pictures of ospreys, and I didn't want this video to be too long. So you guys, you can look forward to next week's video. It's gonna be more osprey pictures. Yeah, so I had my manual 500 millimeter lens, and I was just shooting. I was shooting from my balcony. I didn't have to go outside like in the beach. The ospreys were diving for fish at the beach, and when they catch their fish, they would circle towards the resort because the resort is off the beach, of course. But they had to go outside the beach to take their fish prey to feed their chicks or go to a nearby plucking post where they can feed on the fish. So as they caught the fish, they would circle right right around the resort basically. They were like soared below me or soared above me, and I just took advantage of it. I just shot because it came right to me. I was like on the 13th floor, so it was a high enough spot. The only thing is, it's very challenging when you shoot from a balcony, you have limited, I guess, I like to say limited visibility with the airspace. So I had these two walls on both sides, like peripheral vision for me was very limited. All I had was front view, and I had to make miracles happen basically. So some of these images might have weird angles and perspective. That's because I was shooting from a balcony. So you can only do so much, but it is possible to get dream shots from a balcony. This is actually how I got into bird photography. I started out shooting from a balcony when I was younger. I think I was 15 or 16 years old. I didn't have a long enough lens like I do now. I got a 300 millimeter lens, but I got some good shots though. It's even tougher when you're shooting with a manual 500 millimeter lens, because that's all these shots are shot with a 500 millimeter lens. Look at this beauty. It's a young one. I think it's a young female, but they had that necklace on their chest like that. And she caught a large fish. These ospreys were very impressive hunters. I love how they just dive in the water. And I say, in 1 out of 4 dives, these ospreys caught a fish. If they miss it one time, if they miss it 3 times, they're most likely going to nail it next time. So I consider ospreys to be better fishermen than bald eagles. I didn't see any bald eagles when I was here. I guess the bald eagles are missing it. But ospreys are literally the only bird of prey that just dives and plunges his whole body into the water to get a fish. This is one of my favorite images right here. This is the backside of an osprey. You can tell that I was higher up. This osprey was clearly diving for fish, so I guess it's circling back upwards to gain altitudes, and I was lucky enough to capture the backside of it. It's very difficult to photograph the backside of a bird of prey because they're always flying high, way up there. But if you keep things in perspective, everything that goes up must come down. There's no one above anything. But even ospreys or other birds of prey, they may fly high, but at some point they have to come down. So I always think about this saying: an eagle never looks up because it thinks it's the top predator, but that's the weakness. Because there's always something that flies higher than the next one. But yeah, I think this osprey knew I was here. I mean, I had to say there's like maybe like 50 ospreys in this general area, and they were just dying for fish, man. And I was just getting one osprey after the other, just nailing those shots. This is one of my favorite, man. I love the rich brown coloration, really beautiful. Um, but yeah, man, this is definitely a dream come true for me. I still can't believe I got these from a balcony, you know, at a resort. Yeah, Virginia Beach is where it's at. Um, I think I was the only bird photographer there because no one really takes advantage of, you know, shooting from a balcony. You just go to a nature park, but I didn't have to go to a nature park. The beach was the nature park, basically. I had the time of my life. Man, I love how ospreys, they can have like a 6 foot wingspan, so yeah. I think this one's a young one. I'm not sure. It looks a little young. I forget. I haven't seen the backside of it. If I saw like the chest, then I can easily tell. But the eye coloration, it probably is an adult. So I believe, I think they have yellow eyes, but the young ones have the orange. So maybe it's a silver though. Who knows? But yeah, usually you can tell it's a young one if they have that necklace. But that's usually a female. I think the males might have one, but not as prominent on their chest, if that makes sense. But yeah, like, I actually got the whole wings. It's just in the iMovie when I edit it. It's not gonna. The wingspan is too big for the show on this iMovie editing thing, so I actually got the whole wings. None of it was cut off at all, but you can still see how close, how close this osprey was to me. And it was circling, when it was down, was trying to circle upwards. But yeah, man, I love the nice drab color of the ocean behind. And you got this beautiful osprey standing out from the background. Here's a young one here. This is the female, a young one, because they have the chest like that. Um, they're. I think I started taking pictures of these ospreys. Like, they were active as early as 6 a.m. guys. Like 6 a.m. was like. I mean, of course the sun is rising, but those pictures didn't come out the best. But I was still interested in shooting that early. They were chirping and just communicating to each other. Probably coming up with. I feel like I was watching a sports channel. I was seeing these ospreys coming up with these plays and strategies on how to get fish. And I was watching the football field. These ospreys just diving for fish over the water. I'm like, this is a football channel right here. But man, I tell you, I saw a lot of offense, saw defense, I saw a little bit of everything. And you guys would not believe it, I also saw a peregrine falcon. Now, I wasn't fortunate enough to photograph it because at the time I was eating lunch, I didn't really have my camera with me at the moment. You know, when you're eating your lunch, you're not thinking, you know, that peregrine falcon is so damn fast, man. I wish I could have got some pictures of that. It was banking just like the osprey was in the previous image with the backside of the wing light. It was banking just like that. It was fast. So I don't know if I can keep up with that peregrine falcon, but it was really it was a really good sight to see the peregrine. It didn't stay around for long because if you know the peregrine falcon name means, peregrine means traveler or wanderer, and peregrines don't usually stay around for long, so I knew that it wasn't going to be there that long. So I didn't miss that opportunity, but I'm glad I saw it, even though I was eating lunch at the time. Here's another gorgeous osprey. I got some close-up shots. You can tell that what I was saying earlier. I captured some weird perspectives. And this is a weird perspective. You knew that you guys can easily see how that I did get these pictures from the balcony. And this is like the few ways you can get a shot because you have a limited peripheral vision with two walls blocking you from both sides, left and right. So I did the best I could under the circumstances. And I had a good time, despite the challenges. I just took advantage of what my setbacks were, but I also just made good use of it. Instead of just dwelling, oh, I can't do this, I just took advantage of the front vision I had, and I just had to really be keen and ready to shoot and photograph the birds when they were flying from the front view. I just couldn't slack off. I just had to really nail those images because the side view wasn't really my advantage. They did circle from the side view perspective, but once they were circling, part of the wall was blocking my vision, so you just have to make use of what you have. Yeah, and this is another female too. I didn't realize I've seen a lot of female ospreys. I'm pretty sure I captured both male and female, but this is my first time actually observing these photographs. I think the first image I showed you guys, maybe it was a male. I'm not sure. I had to check through that. So the story behind this one, a crow was actually harassing this osprey. So this osprey was dive bombing away from the crow. It sucks I didn't get the crow in the frame, but it happened too fast. This osprey definitely caught a fish. It's definitely a weird perspective, seeing this osprey dive, but I think it's really interesting. These ospreys are really fast in the air. Like, I did not know how fast these birds are in the air. Really super fast. Faster than falcons, I would say. This is one of my favorite images. I capture a lot of ospreys when I run with fish. Because when they caught their fish, they'll fly towards the buildings, that fly over the buildings, so they can go to either the nesting sites or plucking posts where they can just eat the fish and stuff like that. But yeah, I got some dream shots, man. I'm very impressed that I also nailed it with a 500 manual mirror lens. I thought when I showed you the video of Crummer Valley Park, and I got that amazing red-tail picture, man, the ospreys take this up to another level. The ospreys can clearly outdo the red-tail image I've got earlier this year. Don't get me wrong, I love the red-tail picture, but these pictures I'm looking at right now are way better. But like I said, guys, like, I knew I was gonna get more in-flight images, and that's what I said in that red-tail video. When I first went to Crummer Valley Park, I ended up getting better images than that. But that's what I said. I knew I was gonna keep practicing. I knew I was gonna get more opportunities, and I did. Here's another one of my favorite. This osprey caught 2 fish. Now, in the next video I'm gonna show you guys, I have more osprey images with 2 fish the osprey catch. So you will see more of that in the next video next week. So look forward to that. Man, this is one of my favorites. It caught me off guard. Like, man, I didn't really realize that it caught 2 fish until I looked in camera. I'm like, oh, this osprey caught 2 fish. Very impressive. Well, the few things I learned from watching these ospreys is, like, I watch them diving for fish, and I was telling myself, man, I'm not working hard enough. These ospreys are out competing me because I'm not working as hard as these guys are. But that's one of the few things I learned from these ospreys. They never give up. They're not distracted. They just, like I said, these ospreys were flying, hunting since 6 a.m. That's pretty early, guys. 6 a.m. I was still in bed. Wasn't thinking about any ospreys. But I did wake up probably like around 6:30. That's usually the time I wake up. And I just heard him outside. It's like, oh, what is that noise? Oh, it's an osprey. I saw him flying around. It's like, man, I tell you, these ospreys be working. I don't, I've never seen one animal that worked this hard like this in my life. These ospreys are definitely the taskmasters. They know how to get what they need efficiently. They don't waste any time. They don't waste any energy. Every ounce of their energy is going towards getting what they want. And diving for fish is not easy. I have high respect for these birds. I consider these birds angels. They're like me, like the archangels in a way, because they always patrol the shorelines and any body of water. And I just love how they circle in the air like that. I miss Virginia Beach, man. This is one of the best vacations I've had. Even though it was a 2 night stay, I just had a great time there, you know. And I say this is a great way to end the summer with these images, because ospreys represent summertime. Because they love warm weather, you don't see them in the cold weather. So these ospreys will be leaving probably around October, depending on the latitude. Like, I think in Maryland and Virginia, they might be here until October. Yeah, I say around October, they'll still be here. Maybe even November. But I think it's been getting pretty cold early now, so I think around October they'll be gone, going heading south. And then when spring comes, they come back. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. The images of the ospreys I photographed in Virginia Beach, you know. I definitely will be doing another video, a part 2 series, because I have more images. And this is just images from day 1. So, yeah, enjoy, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my osprey video from Virginia Beach. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And guys, definitely buy my books in print. You can find the links in the description below. I have 2 great, amazing books, and I have amazing nature and wild photography prints. So buy them today by clicking the links in the description below. And see you guys next week. Have a wonderful day. And also, another thing, guys, you can also donate to help support me what I do, basically. And that's also in the links in the description below. I think it's the last link. Alright, guys. You guys have a wonderful week. And I'll see you guys next week.